December 3rd, 2025. So it's been probably like 2 weeks or more since getting off the ivermectin. Doing really well. Um, you see, there's color in my face. But I'm a lot more peppy and chipper, and like the energy level is a little bit better. I mean, it's never going to be great because you always have that like tiredness. And the way to describe the feeling in like the legs, like how the tiredness works, is just say you're working out. You're like running, or you're on a treadmill, or you're just like working your legs with weights, and you work them to the point where they're just, they you've exhausted yourself basically. Like they really feel, okay, you've really exercised, and like the muscles they're tired, you've done a lot of work. That's, I guess, in a sense, the feeling that I constantly have. So going up steps is just so much harder because it takes so much more energy. Going down isn't as bad, but going up is a little bit harder. And here, having to go up and down, up and down, up and down for different things just makes it a little bit more challenging. But walking isn't really too bad. I don't feel, the weakness in the legs as bad, walking, but I do feel it the more I go up and down the steps. And it is what it is. I can try and build a little bit of the strength back, but I don't think that's, really gonna be enough before, the surgery comes around. So, but I mean, he does, occasionally ask me to walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes, which gives me a little bit of exercise. So it's at least a little bit of something, at this point. Um, but I have gone back to work. I work Monday, I work Tuesday, I'm going in today. So I want to get a full 2 weeks, 8 hours. And it hasn't been bad, actually. I haven't been like real tired. Like I get a little tired, but not like sleepy, like I need a nap. But then again, I woke up late yesterday, so because I set my phone is set to military time, so that I can keep it and understand with my with processing at work. So when I set the alarm, I set it for 1 o'clock instead of 1300, and it never went off. And I happened to wake up at 2:22, and I was like, shit, I'm late, and I now got to get all my stuff ready. And it was a disaster, but I made it on time, and I punched in before 3 o'clock anyway, so I was still early. But it annoyed me. So, but yeah, I plan on getting my full 2 weeks, 8 hours a day, in for work before the surgery starts. So, and it gives me something to do, and it gives me, a little bit of exercise while I'm at work, because I can walk around, and I'm doing different things, so it's not as bad. So that's good. And plus, I get to talk to my support group that's at work, all the people, you know, that are like there, so which is really good, and I love it. But beyond that, now it's just trying to like eat the right foods and make sure you curb the sugars and not, fall into, oh, well, now that I'm not on chemo, and I can taste things, and oh, I want a donut, which I do want a donut, but I'm not going to eat a donut because it's bad. It's got sugar, and we don't want to feed. So there's that, but I found some cake mixes and stuff that are more vegan and keto, so that shouldn't be too bad. I want to try one of them. Mom made me halupkis because I gave her some stuff and I asked her. I've always loved when Mom made them because they come out so much better than if I do it. Like, when I do it, it's horrible. I mean, it's edible, but it's not mom. Like, her touch to things is just so much better than mine. So she made me, I didn't want it the lazy way. Like, most of the time we'll do it the lazy way, which just makes it so much easier. But I asked her, I wanted the rolls. So I actually wanted the actual cabbage rolls. So she made 6 for me because that's what she got out of the cabbage. 6 good rolls. And then the rest of the cabbage, and she said there was a lot of cabbage left over. So she chopped that up and put it in. So, like, I have a mix of the roll and leftover, and that's perfect. And I love it. Oh my God. So I got my hello keys. Kitty cat's cleaning right now. Tally. She's grooming. Oh, I want to show you Mum. So here's my Mum. This is my little cancer girl. She's my first kitty that I've rescued. And she was pregnant and had a litter of 3, and we kept the 3. Ash, Treb, and Mimi. Mimi was the first one to pass away in June. And we still have Treb and Ash. Treb is my heart failure boy. 6 years now. You'd never know he had heart failure. That boy runs the house. Everybody listens to him. Ash, he's got a thyroid issue, so he's on meds for thyroid. But other than that, he's good. So she's only got the 2 boys left, and then her. So we're trying to, keep her comfortable and happy and everything else. And she's doing really well considering, with the cancer and everything. So we can get her to eat off and on. She was always picky with food, so she's still picky with food. But she's not as bad. No, I lie. She is bad. Like, you can get her to eat one thing and then maybe a second time, and then after that she might just, that's it. She doesn't want anymore. So yeah, she's still a very picky eater. Pain in the ass sometimes. Had my PET scan done yesterday. Had blood work done yesterday. It was confirmed I'm A negative, which I already knew that because of all the shit that I went through with having my son. So I already knew. But it's confirmed it's A negative. La-di-doo-dah. So there was that. The other blood work that was done was fine, I think, from what I can tell. Wasn't too bad. The PET scan was rather interesting. So that, it looks like the tumor markers went down. In fact, there might not be the lymph nodes, or at least there might not be one of them. It might have, gone away. So I'm not 100% sure, but this could be a blessing, basically. So the surgery might be a little bit better than what I was expecting. So a lot of good luck coming my way, or has been coming my way. So we'll see. Other than that, I have one more test and blood work to do. I have a chest x-ray or a chest scan. I forget what it is they exactly Chang wants, but I have that coming up next week. So this week I just got a phone call. Next week I got a phone call and blood work and the chest. And then I should be good, and then I should be ready for the following week for the actual surgery, which is on Tuesday. Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. I know it's going to suck, and I'm going to be in pain, and I'm going to have a feeding tube, and I'm going to have to deal with all that. But I will at least have the fucking tumor out of me. That's the main thing that I really want. So, other than that, everything else is honky-dory.